Hi everyone, welcome to Wisdom Era online classes. Today we shall start the fourth lesson for the grade 3, that is basic features of our India. I think in our last classes, in our previous topics, we have discussed about the solar system, our planet Earth, and next we have discussed about the instruments or tools which we are using for our betterment of studies, that is globes and maps. Today we shall move on to the important topic. In our first lesson we have discussed about the solar system. In our second lesson we have discussed about our planet Earth. In our third lesson we have discussed about the globes and maps. In our fourth topic we shall discuss about the India. The country or a system which we are going to live. It is very important and it is very neat to study about the India. So, in our fourth lesson, we shall discuss about the basic features of our India. I think you are very familiar with our Indian map and also our globe. India lies in the northern hemisphere from the Asian continent. India lies in the northern hemisphere of the Asian continent, and India is the seventh largest country in the world. India is the seventh largest country in the world in terms of geographically. In the terms of land space, India stands seventh largest country in the world. And I think you are very familiar with our country. What is India? India is the seventh largest country in our world. In population, India is the second largest country. See, these are some important points which we are going to deal in these topics. Those are neighboring countries of our India, physical features of our India, and about the peninsular shape of our India, and islands. In our last classes, we have discussed about the when we are discussing about the maps and globes, we have discussed some important points regarding this. But in this chapter, we shall study in detail about the following characteristics. Neighboring countries. I think you are very familiar with our neighboring countries. 17 states of our India shares their boundary with the neighboring countries. See, this is Indian map. The three sides are covered by the water bodies: Arabian Sea, Lakshadweep, and Indian Ocean. Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean. But the northern part of our country, is surrounded by many other nations. The 17 states of our nation share their boundary with the foreign countries. See, which are the neighboring countries of our nation? I think the countries which are located besides to our India, our country. Those such kind of countries are called as neighboring countries. See, there are many neighboring countries of our India. See, like Nepal, Bhutan, Burma, Myanmar, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, and Sri Lanka. These are the very nearest neighboring countries of our India. Sri Lanka is a country which lies in the south part of our nation, but all neighboring countries are located in the northern part of our India itself. Next, we shall move on to the next topic, that is physical features. What do you mean by physical features? See, the physical presence. The features, the natural phenomena or natural sources which are present in the Indian nation, in our mainland, are known as physical features of our India. In our last classes, we have discussed, when we are going to discuss about the planet Earth, we have discussed about the shape of the Earth. Earth is in an oval shape. Just before many days ago, the people thought Earth is in a flat shape. Why? Because their experience, because they are landing on one flat area, so they have thought that Earth is flat in shape. But later they came to know about the shape of the Earth. In the same way, there are many physical features of our India. Even the Earth surface of India, the Earth surface of our mainland of India is also causes or it's a main phenomenon for the physical features of India. See, there are nearly 4 important kinds of physical features of India. The physical features of our India is distributed all over the Indian subcontinent or Indian mainland. Why? Because India as containing the highest mountain ranges and very big deserts and plateaus, plains and coastal areas also. These are the some important physical features of our India. In your textbook, they have mentioned the 4 important physical features of India, that is the mountain ranges and the plateaus, deserts and the plains. But the coastal regions also a kind of physical features of our India. In our next classes, we are going to discuss in detail about all these 4 physical features of India. What are the physical features of India? The physical features of India are the mountain ranges. I mean the highest mountain ranges which are located in our nation. Which are located in our India is also the physical features of our India. And next the desert land. The highest desert lands which are situated in our nation are also physical features of our India. And the plateaus and plain lands which are present in our nation, those are also considered as a physical features of our India. Next we shall move on to the next topic, that is next point, that is peninsula. What do you mean by peninsula? See, I think it is a very new word or new thing for you. The term peninsula indicates the shape of our country. The term peninsula indicates the shape of our country. I mean a land space, a large land mass which is covered 3 sides by the water bodies. Such kind of place is called as peninsula. I mean the southern part of our nation. The southern part of our nation is covered by the water bodies around the 3 sides. The southern part of our nation is covered by the water bodies around the 3 sides, and one part is covered by the land surface. In the northern part, the Himalayan ranges and our neighboring countries are located. Whatever the land body or land space which is triangularly covered by the water surfaces. Here our India is covered by the Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea in the southern part of our India. So the Indian mainland, the country India or the Indian subcontinent is called as peninsula. See, this is about the peninsular shape of our country. Next we shall move on to the islands. What do you mean by islands? Here I have mentioned some small dots here. These are the 2 islands which are administrated under Indian government or Indian constitution, but they are little far from our nation. The islands are small land masses which are completely surrounded by the water bodies. See, Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep are the 2 major islands which are located in our India. The islands means the large or a very small land space which is completely surrounded by the water bodies. Such kind of land spaces are called as islands. See, this is about the 4 important points regarding the topic basic features of our India. That is neighboring countries of India, physical features of our India, about this peninsula shape of our nation and islands of our nation. In the next class we shall discuss about the boundaries of our nations and some physical features of our nations, and the boundaries of our nation and physical features of our nation, and some other points regarding the topic, and we shall continue this topic in our next class. Thank you, Ananta.